There we go. Hey there, this is Rolanda Jackson, your financial empowerment advocate, reminding you that building wealth is not a long shot. I'm going to be sharing with you what is known as the 369 financial transformation, and it is going to be the fast track version. So I don't want to hold you long, but I do want to be thorough in the information that I share with you. So we're going to jump right into it. And like I said, this is the 369 Financial Transformation. I am streaming Facebook Live and on YouTube Live. So I will be going back and forth between the two cameras. So bear with me. However, at this time, I'm going to ask you to grab something to write with and something to write on. And you're going to want to take notes on this information. It is very, very powerful, and it has the potential to change your life if you will allow it to. If you take hold of it and press forward, put your hand to the plow and just press forward, it will do some amazing things in your financial life. I know for myself, when I learned this information, when my husband and I learned this information, we were honored and privileged enough to be exposed to this information, and it has done wonders. It has transformed some things. It has given us hope again to help us realize that we are going to make it. We are going to be able to establish for ourselves a nice retirement. Not that we're trying to wait till we're just not able to have any type of standard of living, but we have goals now that are very much so attainable, that we didn't think that we would be able to attain before learning this information. So this is the same information I'm going to share with you. I'm calling it the fast track version because I do not want to hold you long. However, I want to be thorough. So we're going to jump right into it. Now, the first part of this information talks about two objectives that every working American has to accomplish in their working life. Those two objectives are your current lifestyle and your future lifestyle. Your current lifestyle is your standard of living right now. What are you used to? What is the norm for you? What are you used to having and used to doing? That's your current lifestyle. And how that current lifestyle is obtained is through your job. For the W-2 employees that have a job, that is how you are establishing and maintaining your lifestyle right now. Now, you have to keep in mind and take into consideration if the job that you are working now, is it putting you in a position to establish your future lifestyle? Now, your future lifestyle by your investments, as your current lifestyle is paid for by your job. Now, your investments is what you begin to build as you're working on your job. Now, if you're not able to establish that in those investments that will return to you the lifestyle that you are looking for in the future, then that means you have to do something different. In order to get different results, you have to do something different. Okay. Now, there are two entities that was put in place to help working class Americans achieve these two objectives. The first one was established by the government, and it's known as Social Security, or as most folks would call it, Social Insecurity. The second entity was put in place by corporate America, known as the pension plan. Now, those two entities are very ineffective right now. Very ineffective. They're still in place, but they're not as prosperous as they once were. Because of the baby boomers, Social Security is looking to be depleted by the year 2037. And because employees do not stay long term on a job anymore, like my husband's grandmother did for 20, 30 years at one job, now the average working time for any one person on a job is anywhere from 2 to 3, 4, 5 years at the most. And so the pension plan is meant to be long-term investing. It's meant for you to stay in one place and retire and be able to draw from that and have a comfortable lifestyle. However, that is just not the case anymore. And so not only are we looking at these objectives, well, on top of the objectives that we're trying to establish, there are 4 challenges that are keeping us from obtaining these 2 objectives. Now, the first of the 4 challenges is inflation. This is what's known as the silent income killer. Just as blood pressure is the silent killer to your health, inflation is the silent killer to your income. Now, if you are not outpacing inflation, with your standard of living raises, cost of living raises on your job, then you're losing ground. If your investments are not returning to you more than what inflation is, you're losing ground. And so that's how inflation kills your finances. You look around, you're making the same money on your job, but everything is going up. You haven't got a raise, you got the same dollar bill, but gas is going up, groceries have gone up. If you have children that are in daycare, that's going up. Your utility bills are going up. Everything that is a necessity to you to maintain a decent standard of living is constantly going up in cost. Just take the potato chip bag. The potato chip bag, the first thing I check for is how much air is in it. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm getting less product and I'm paying more for it. That's an example of inflation. So inflation is definitely a killer to your income. Now, the second challenge is taxes. Now, when you get your paycheck, you see that the gross, what you made gross and what you made net is 2 totally different things. And you're wondering, well, golly, I don't work hard for this money and they done took a good chunk of my check. Well, to be exact, taxes can take up to 1/3 of your income. 1/3. That's a lot. So that means for the first 4 months of the year, you're just working to pay taxes. How does that suit you? And I'm pretty sure it doesn't suit you very well. It doesn't sit well with you at all, because it doesn't sit well with me at all. And so as inflation is the silent income killer, where taxes is what we call the chainsaw massacre. It's just going to come at you. You know it's coming. It is coming with a vengeance. However, there is a bright side to that challenge. But let's move on to the third challenge. The third challenge is debt. Because inflation is the silent killer that it is, and because taxes is the chainsaw massacre, that's where the debt comes in. Because we have so much that's been taken from our check, we have to compensate for it some kind of way. Broke down, I need another car. What do? You go get it financed instead of having cash money to pay for it. That's debt. You go and you get a mortgage for your home. That's debt. You go and get student loans to go get a good education, to go get a job, to just turn around and pay for the student loans. That's debt. Okay. So debt takes the second 1/3 of your income. So that means you're working the second 4 months of the year, the second set of 4 months of the year, just to pay your debt. Now, the fourth challenge to these 2 objectives is what we call big business. Better put, less than ideal cash flow decisions. Okay. Now, just to break that down and let you know what big business is all about, let's go month by month of the year. This is the last day of August right now. So August, we have back to school. September, we have Labor Day. October, we have Halloween. Big business in October. Then you have November, Thanksgiving. Then you have Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Then you have December, which is Christmas, and you have New Year's Eve. Then you have January, which is New Year's Day. Then you have February, that's Valentine's Day. Better not forget boo on Valentine's Day. February, that's in February. March, we have spring break. The kids are out. And so there are activities that you need to do. There's extra food you need to buy. The utilities go up just for that week because everybody's at home. Then you have April, which is Easter. Easter is anywhere between March and April. But Easter bunny, Easter eggs, Easter candy, Easter baskets, all of that stuff. Easter. Then you have May, which is Mother's Day. Then you have June, Father's Day. You have July, the 4th of July. And now we're back to August. And so unbeknownst to us, they find a way to get our money from us. If we don't pay attention to that kind of stuff, then we're going to fall for it. But if you are aware of what's going on, then you have the option of participating in it or not. So the 4 challenges: inflation, taxes, debt, big business, or better known as less than ideal cash flow decisions. Now, I know that information was kind of a little dreary, a little gloomy. Well, I come to share, give you the bright side of things. There is some sunshine within the clouds. The sun is shining through. And so now what I'm going to share with you are the 3 solutions to those challenges. Now, these 3 solutions are known as your cash, asset, cash. Cash, asset, cash, which means you take some cash, you invest in an asset to generate more cash. Well, how do you do that? Well, I'm finna show you. I'm finna share with you what that is. The first solution is called cash flow management. That's the cash, the first cash of the cash, asset, cash concept. Cash flow management. Now, cash flow management is simply turning a negative cash flow into a positive cash flow. Turning negative cash flow into a positive cash flow. Well, what exactly is negative cash flow, you probably ask? Well, I will be more than happy to let you know what that is. Negative cash flow is this: your rent is due on the 1st. You will not have it available until the 5th. So what does that mean? You have a late fee. You don't get kicked out, but you're going to pay for being late. Same thing with the utility bill. Same thing with the water bill. Same thing with the cell phone bill. Same thing with any bill that you pay. If you're late, you're going to pay for being late. So it's costing you not to have your money on time. You have to, negative cash flow is not having your money on time. Okay. Now, cash flow management is what cash flow management, in cash flow management, we show you how to flip that negative cash flow to a positive cash flow. Well, how do you do that? I'm going to show you that as well. First thing you must understand is, as a W-2 employee, you are taxed anywhere from 28 to 33%. That's that 1/3 we were talking about in the challenges under taxes. 1/3 of your income. So that means you work first, then you pay taxes second, and then you spend what's left. Now, mind you, along the way, after you have paid Uncle Sam, you go to the gas pump, there's a tax. You go to the grocery store, there's a tax. You pay your utility bill, there's a tax on that. Your water bill, there's a tax on that. Your cell phone bill, there's a tax on that. Your internet bill, there's a tax on that. So you're paying taxes on the same money anywhere from 7 to 10 times on the same exact money. How crazy is that? But what we're going to show you is how to minimize your taxes, as well as minimize your debt and minimize your expenses. You minimize your taxes by readjusting your W-4 form. That is the form you filled out when you first got your job. HR handed you this form, and it probably looked foreign to you. And then there was nobody really to explain it to you. However, if the instructions on how to fill out the form are at the very top of the form, however, we are a society that it really does not like to read. And so we find ourselves in difficult situations because we didn't read the fine print. And so as a result, this W-4 form, you probably have not even thought about since you had your job. But I encourage you, you need to go back and visit your W-4. And if you need some help, I will be more than happy to help you with that and show you exactly what I'm talking about. So you need to connect with me if that's the case. Now, that's how you minimize your income tax. There are some taxes we have no control over: sales tax, property tax, taxes that we pay for school, and all those other taxes that I mentioned. But your income tax, you have a little bit more authority over that than any other taxes that you pay. And so that W-4 form is where you tell Uncle Sam how much money you want to take out of your check. So that means more than likely you're overpaying your taxes. Over 90%, over 95% of Americans who are W-4, W-2 employees are overpaying their taxes. And so what that means is that they're giving Uncle Sam a free loan. Free loan. So Uncle Sam is making money off of your money. And then they're not going to share it with you. They're just going to give you back what's yours and say, thank you very much, Rolanda. I appreciate you loaning me your money for free, and I have made a fortune, but I'm just going to give you back your few $1,000s. Your few $1,000 just chokes me up every time. What can I say? Your few $1,000, and I'll wait for you to put it back, into circulation for me. Okay, so I'm going to get it right back anyway. That's pretty much what Uncle Sam is saying. And that's pretty much what we're doing. But the thing of it is, if we don't understand that that's what we're doing, we're going to continue to do it. And so we need to stop. We need to become educated, and we need to do better with our finances. We need to tell Uncle Sam, no, I'm not going to give you this free loan. I'm going to take it back, and I'm going to do something with it. I'm going to build wealth with this. I'm going to change my financial family tree with this. You are not going to take advantage of me any longer. That's exactly what they're doing. Okay. The next thing you do is minimize your debt. When you minimize your debt, once you get back your money from Uncle Sam, you can apply that money to your debt and get rid of your debt. Get rid of the car loan, get rid of the mortgage, get rid of the student loans. Those are 3 big debts that most people have. And so think about this. Think about this. If you had 0 debt, what would you be able to do? Just something to think about. Then you minimize your expenses. How do you minimize your expenses? Okay, do you really need to eat lunch out every day at work? Can you sacrifice taking a sack lunch or maybe a leftover meal for lunch the following day? Do you have to have Starbucks coffee? Can you not make coffee at home and take it with you? Those are just a couple of things that I know that a lot of people do. So keep that in mind. Your taxes, you can minimize your taxes, which will help you minimize your debt. And when you minimize your expenses, you can also minimize your debt further. And so what that does is that puts money back into your pocket. By the time I finish the other 2 solutions, you're going to know how to generate 5 different streams of income with just your money alone. Just your money alone. Okay. Now, the second solution is called business income. This is the asset portion of the cash, asset, cash concept. As for business income, what that means is you become a business owner. That is the asset. Well, how is that an asset? I got to go find a place to set it up, and I got to get all these materials and buy all these machines and go and get employees. No. I'm not talking about brick and mortar. I'm talking about home-based business. Why home-based business? I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you. As a home-based business owner, you are able to write off your lifestyle. Remember that lifestyle in the objectives, that current lifestyle? Your current lifestyle, you will be able to write off as a business expense because you are a home-based business owner. And the key word is home. You're utilizing a portion of your home. So that means your space, your utilities, your water, your phone, your internet, and the gas in your vehicle. Uncle Sam will allow you to deduct a portion of all of those different areas as a home-based business owner. And then there's over 400 plus business deductions allowable for a home-based business owner. I cannot emphasize that enough. Okay. Now, as a home-based business owner, you are taxed anywhere from 15 to 23%, not 28 to 33. So again, you have minimized your taxes, which in turn has increased your cash flow. So that means your business works first, then your business spends, and then it's taxed on what is left. That's how you minimize your taxes again, minimize your expenses once again. Now, think about this. Is that information worth $199.95? Is it worth it for you to know that now and to learn more about that? $199.95. That's what it costs to partner with me. $199.95 and a $34.95 monthly operating cost to maintain your business. All of that is tax deductible. That's within that 400 plus business deductions allowable by the government to become a home-based business owner. And again, you write off your lifestyle being a home-based business owner. You can earn up to $1,000 bonus for every 7 people that you share this information with, and they decide that they want to partner with you. Now, do you have to get all 7 personally? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you build a team of people, which means you share this information with other people, and they say, you know what, Rolanda, I need that in my life. I want to take advantage of that. And it sure would expedite things. It sure would put some gasoline on what I'm trying to do by building it and getting those anywhere from $500 to $1,000 bonus just for sharing this information. And if people decide that they want to take advantage of it, just like you did, you will get compensated for that. Is that such a bad thing? It's called leverage. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to generate passive income. Passive income, residual income is wonderful. Residual income is great. Passive income is income that you make while you're sleeping, and you have to do nothing for it. You build it one time and you continuously get paid on it. That's passive income. Is that worth a $200 one-time investment and $35 monthly operating cost? Is it worth it? I believe it is. Now, that's the second solution to those 4 challenges. Generate business income. Generating business income will also allow you to eliminate your debt much quicker. And it will also position you to be able to become an investor, which is our third solution, investment income. Now, investment income, that is the second cash option to the cash asset cash format. Okay, concept, I believe is what I said. Now, with learning about investing, you will learn how to invest wholesale versus retail. Now think about that. Wholesale versus retail. That's just like going to Sam's versus going to H-E-B. Wholesale versus retail. That's the simplest I can put that. Now, your money, when your money is working, your money gets taxed less than 15%. So that's where you want to be. That's where you want to get, is in the investment situation there. Become an investor. Now your money works, your money is reinvested, and then your money makes more money. Money works, money is reinvested, and your money makes more money. Now you can receive what is known as capital gains, which is an appreciation, which means it gets more valuable. You can receive dividends, which is like a form of revenue or profit. And then the best investment you can make is in yourself. That is the best investment you can make. That is by becoming a home-based business owner. I cannot stress that enough. Become a home-based business owner, and you will begin to see things change in your life. It will work if you work it. Just because you pay $199.95 and $34.95 a month does not mean it's on autopilot. It doesn't work like that. You're going to have to put some work in. But if you work for 2 to 3 years and do things that most people that you know won't do, then after that, for the rest of your life, then you'll be able to do what everybody else can't do. On that note, I'm going to end. If you want more information, if you want more detailed information, if you want to connect with me, please do. You can reach me on Facebook at the Financial Empowerment Advocate. That is my page. Please go and like it. If you found this information valuable, go and like my page. Subscribe to my channel, Financial Empowerment Advocate, as well. There are a couple of links down below this video. You can reach out to me. You become a part of the Financial Empowerment Case Study Group, where you get to work directly with me, and I will help you and guide you on your wealth building journey. You can also reach me at the phone number that's also posted. It is area code 210-816-2296. Again, that number is area code 210-816-2296. Please reach out to me. I look forward to speaking with you soon. Thank you so much for joining me. And until the next video, you have a blessed day, because you absolutely deserve it. Bye-bye for now.